Air pockets making your pottery explode is one of the most commonly perpetuated ceramics myths, and I'm gonna do my best to explain why people think that and why it's not really true. The whole situation begins to make sense when we understand that air is not the enemy in a kiln, but moisture is. Okay, here's our clay. There's an air pocket in the center, as you can see. As this piece is drying, the clay is releasing H2O out into the air, and it's also releasing it into the center of the air bubble. So if we have this ceramic ball, and this pocket here fills up with humidity and moisture, and we don't allow it a long enough time to work its way back out through the walls of the clay and into the regular atmosphere, that moisture that's trapped inside that pocket is going to cause the piece to pop open or explode in the kiln. Now, I can already hear the potters out there who are like, that's not true because I waited months and months and months, and I live in Arizona and it's hot, and I waited forever to fire my piece that had air pockets and it still exploded. But there's another key factor that people sometimes don't know about. When we fire clay to really high temperatures, the clay body itself releases the components of water. It releases the hydrogen, it releases the oxygen. Those H's and those O's can pair up and create steam. But that will only happen if we fire our pieces very quickly. So even a piece that is as dry as it can possibly be, that sat in the Arizona sun for 3 months, if you pop that sucker in your kiln and you do a fast firing, it might still explode. So the key is not only a long period of drying time, really making sure that that clay is dry, but then also a slow fire. I know there are people out there who are gonna fight me on this and who are not gonna believe me, and they're gonna be like, my second grade art teacher would never have lied to me, and I'm sure she didn't intentionally lie to you. Potters perpetuate a bunch of myths because they just don't know, and they tell the next potter who tells the next potter, and this stuff is, it lasts forever. This is a piece that I made. It's a wall hanging piece, and yes, it is hollow, but there are some pretty thick areas, and I've never once cared if I trap an air pocket in my sculptural wall pieces because air doesn't cause pieces to explode.